come here often.
Welcome to the SquatchZone.
Oh yeah, it's been a little while. And hey, how have you been, Sophia?
How long has it been? Have we hit the 6 month mark from our last episode yet?
I wouldn't doubt it. Somebody fact
Like
check real quick.
generally, whenever we come back after like a long period, it's tradition for us to check when the last upload date was.
All right, get out the ThinkPad.
I'm already on it.
All right.
What did we name
What's
our channel again?
welcome to the Squatch Zone, an improv podcast hosted by your host, Steven and Sophia. We like to take every season and bring our new characters and bring our settings to life through either a different art direction, a new story, or new characters. Recently, we've been diving a bit more to guest stars. This season, we actually had a few.
When did we get 19 subscribers?
What? We got 19? Oh, well, hold on. That's
We
impressive.
have 19 subscribers.
I don't remember that. That's more than usual.
Our last video was 2 months ago. Okay, so that's not that bad from the stretches we've had earlier.
Yeah. And hey, depending on the circumstances of this, we might have a few more people listening right now. I'm sure you know me. It's good old me. Good Steven. And I'd like to introduce you guys to my best friend of all time, Sophia.
Hello.
Now, we go way back. We go back to the 6th grade. We got a lot of stories. We've been through a lot of bullshit.
Our 10-year friendship anniversary, if I did the math right, should be this year in August.
That's amazing. We got to do something for it.
What are we going to do? No one knows.
Eat a cup of sand, eat some orange juice, go crazy.
We should, those dry chicken sandwiches they have in cafeterias?
We got to go back to our high school. You got to get that dry chicken sandwich, and I got to get that fucking tar burrito with the Cholula.
Oh, no, I was wondering, like, how, like, some of that food, like, you can just buy it as an adult, like, you can just buy it as a normal consumer. I wonder if we could do the same thing with that, with the chicken patties.
Dude, would it hit the same, though?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But
I had the opportunity when I was on my old high school to, get a burrito, and I didn't.
But even if we were able to go back to our old high school, would they let us buy food there as non-students?
Oh, I'll have to shave.
Honestly, if you put me in the right clothes, people think I'm 16 years old anyway.
Same here. Like that time we got kicked out of a fucking casino.
Well, that was because we didn't have the right IDs, apparently,
now, hold on.
in the
Now,
state of Nevada.
It doesn't matter about that part. It's a matter of they had to ID us in the first place. Now I get it.
Well,
we're short.
I think about that sometimes. Like they checked their IDs, they saw that we were overage, and they let us in the first place. But then they realized, oh no, it's the wrong orientation.
Oh no, it's on a horizontal. Yeah. So for the record, we were trying to go to the local M&M store, and somehow we ended up straight up right in front of one of the casinos, one of the many casinos here.
You literally took like one wrong turn, and we ended up at the casino.
No, for real. And I was like, over 21? Fuck it, we ball.
Might as well.
Might as well. When are we gonna get this chance? We walked in. First off, big guard was like, hey, hold on. We gotta see some ID. Whipped out our IDs faster than a cat can lick its ass. Here you go, mister. Took a look over it like he was inspecting a fake $1 million bill. All right, you're good. Go on in. Second, we hit the floor. The wretched smell of 1,000 decrepit ancient souls filled our noses. We were babies in there.
Dude, it was honestly kind of unnerving having all of the old people stare at us.
It was. I felt like I walked into like somewhere I really should not have been. I'm legally allowed to have been there.
It definitely
we're doing nothing wrong.
Like I shouldn't. It feels like I shouldn't be in there, but like we're both overage, by the way. We were allowed to be there, but it felt like we shouldn't be.
Yeah. It felt very wrong. And by the way, we were not going to do anything in there, for the record. We were going to go around, we were going to look around, we weren't going to gamble, we weren't going to drink, we were just going in there. We had other objectives. We had a short film to film that day. But we weren't
Yeah, the casino wasn't our goal. We were going to like the store and we just ended up going
Yeah.
to the casino by accident.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now I'm sure let's see. All right. Yeah, no. It was crazy. And hey, if you're listening to this Davy Crockett, this story's for you. This is a good one. Man, tell all your friends, tell all the folks back home, that back in old Portland. I'm calling you out right now. I know you're listening right now. Or if you're not, well, this part's pretty pointless then. Anyways, we were walking around this decrepit place,
We
and
were in there. We weren't even in there for like 2 minutes before the
wait a
guard
second, how would
came
you
back
know anything
there.
about this Crockett? You're not even fucking 21. Okay, well, okay, you're gonna want to listen extra closely, and because first off, when you turn 21, you're gonna want to get a horizontal license plate. That's the one. Keep that in mind. Don't forget that because that's gonna come up later in this video. So we were walking around this place. We barely even made it 3 minutes into this place. We're looking around, sightseeing. Everyone was looking at us. We were like fucking just oddballs in this whole place. When that guard comes barreling back to us, like we were ready to fucking blow this place up. Oh, hey, we can't have you drinking here. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. We were just looking around. And we also can't have you gambling here. I'm like, oh, no worries. He was like, also, I, this guy was like out of breath because he just had to
Yeah,
run back. He was like, we also can't have you here at all. We're like, what? You let
he
us
like
in.
he literally said we can't have you on the floor.
On the floor. That's what it was. We can't have you on the floor. He was like, can we get 2 extra escorts to escort these people out? And we're like, oh God. And out of basically a spawner nearby, 2 guards got in front of us, and we all got escorted out.
Right after they
I
let us
snapped a photo
in.
of one slot machine. I should have gotten a selfie. That would have been awesome. We got one outside though. But anyways, yeah, no, they
Getting
kicked us out into the basically the front room where we got ID'd, and they were like, "All right, have a good day." I'm like, "Hey, wait, hold on, you let us in. Why are you kicking us out?" And they're like, "Oh, you didn't have the right driver's license." Motherfucker, you let us in.
Sometimes I think about that and wonder if I had used my tribal ID, would that have gotten me back in?
Dude, that would have been fucking sick. They would have been like, "All right, hey, you got the special card. Come back in."
I can go in, but I leave you, my best friend, behind in the casino lobby.
And I'd be twiddling my thumbs, and you'd come back out, and you'd have a giant fucking hand of poker chips. And you're like, "You're not gonna believe what I just lost."
I win like 5K on my first slot machine.
Oh man, yeah. Like I gotta go to the teller right now. We're going to IKEA.
We gotta cash out right now.
We gotta cash out right now. I got a lot of people looking at me.
Dude, honestly, even if I was to go to the casino and like gamble, I feel so awkward winning anything big in there.
Dude, like I'd be excited, but I'd be looking like a fucking little baby because I know someone would try and hag me like, "Oh, why can't you give Uncle Pappuccino a little bit of money?" I'm like, fuck off, man. I'm broke. I'm hungry. I eat sardines.
You're begging for sardines on your Instagram notes.
I love sardines, but it's a curse now. I've been cursed. I've been cursed by the fucking people of Swallow Falls from Clyde with a chance of meatballs.
Cursed to be fishman.
Cursed to be fish, man. They're just so good. My mom taught that method to me back when she lived on her own. Good
What
stuff.
to eat tinned fish
Eat 10 fish, a couple of saltine crackers, and some hot sauce.
and cry.
And well, I don't cry, but I do watch Blue when I eat it.
Bluey?
Dude, I have to watch Blue whenever I eat breakfast. Or when I make breakfast, you know. I don't know. You know, it's good. I watched this one episode with like this little French kid. His name is John Claude. Very nice episode.
That's my stepdad's favorite episode.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, he
Love
loves
that
that
episode. I was
one.
crying. I was like, oh, it's the hot sauce.
I think my favorite one, but the saddest one, was Bingo's birthday party.
Was that the handstand episode?
Yeah.
Dude, handstand is so fucking sad. For the record, y'all, if you haven't seen Blue, I do recommend you guys watching it. It's very much a kid show, but it's like a show that like legitimately anyone in the family could watch. The
It's
adults,
it's
it's like
it's
Rugrats. It's
gen
like Rugrats, but
it,
but like it's
it's
modern day Rugrats.
it's genuinely fun for the whole family, literally.
It's like if you guys ever saw Rugrats, Rugrats was about the babies, yes, of course, but it was also about the adults just doing adult things, like trying to figure out how to operate these children. Good
Yeah,
comparison. I copyright that.
because they don't know how to do shit. No one
Except
knows
make
how to do
banana
shit
pudding
when
out
they're
like,
raising a kid.
oh yeah. You can never expect things. Like when I was a little baby, my mom looked away from the couch for 1 second, and in that 1 second, I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I somehow ran underneath the kitchen sink. I grabbed an entire bottle of Comet. I ran all the way back to the couch, and I started shaking it like a fucking maraca, fucking shaking it, making it snow of poisonous Comet all over the couch, and I was like, it was on a blast. Of course, my mom turned around. She's like, like, and had to call the poison
Literally,
control.
literally the same as having dogs. I swear to God.
How about you tell the story of your dog today?
Okay, this has been the most eventful day of my life. Like this is like my fifth most eventful day. So
Oh.
to to make a long story short, my dog ate a bee.
His face was swollen.
He was so
He looked like a
big.
pomegranate.
He was expanded.
He was
So
remastered.
so I have a little pug. We have three pugs actually, but only one of them got uh s- well, we're not entirely sure what it was. We think it was a bee, but it could be anything. It could be an allergic reaction to something that was outside or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Oh, that'd be
his
even worse. He was just like, I have allergies.
his entire face was swollen, his cheeks, his
Oh,
brow bones, like his eyes were
oh,
covered, dude.
poor little guy. I'm sorry, I laughed
And
so fucking hard when I saw the foot. I'm like, oh no.
dude, I was freaked out when I first saw him, but looking back at the photo, it's definitely funny.
It was so fucking sad but funny. We've had a lot
And
of weird animal interactions lately. I'll tell you my interactions with animals recently.
so we had to the swelling went down pretty fast because we noticed at like 11:30 in the morning or so that his face was all completely swollen. But by
Hmm?
the time we took him to the vet at like 1 o'clock, it was mostly gone. So we took him anyway. He's on Benadryl right now. His face looks okay. He's been acting like himself, so he's good. But like I'm just assuming he swallowed a bee because knowing him, he probably ate the motherfucker.
Is he the
And
one who eats all the water when you try and spray him?
no, that's Flappy, but I'm not. But
He gets it from
Patrick
his
is the
dad.
yeah. Patrick, like he eats everything. Even while his face was all swollen, he was digging in the he was digging around looking for anything to chew on.
Please, I need more Chester. Big
But
and
so big
greedy.
and greedy. But okay, so the two theories right now are that one, he ate a bee because my theory is that we've had a lot of flies recently, especially in the driveway, like those
Yeah.
little like just
Oh my
normal
god, we've
flies.
had so many of those.
And I've seen him chase the flies around before. I've seen him try to eat them. So my theory is that he was doing that this morning, but he got unlucky, and what he thought was a fly was actually a bee.
Ah, man. Poor
That
little
would be
Schmigasco.
that would be so funny, but so fucked up if that was actually the case. Like, like what are the odds of him
What are the
trying to eat
fucking
a
odds?
fly,
How the fuck would he
but he got
even
a bee?
how would he even eat one? Would it just be like walking around or would you catch it midair?
Well, that's apparently it's a common thing. Like,
Oh.
cause I've seen that. Okay, so for those of you who are Jenna Marbles fans, she had a video where her dog Kermit ate a bee and his face got all swollen, and it looked exactly like what Patrick looked
Oh.
like. So that's why I wasn't too freaked out because it just looked like he ate a bee. Like Look at
Yeah.
a photo of a dog who ate a bee and the face swelling looks the same exactly.
Poor little
But
guy. Yeah, it's got to have been that. Otherwise,
but
man, that guy must be allergic to something.
oh, and that's the other theory cuz Flappy, he has really sensitive skin. Like he can't wear a collar because it'll chafe him and like make
Oh,
his skin irritated.
yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick has the same skin issues too.
Yeah. He's an incest baby.
Yeah, he's a that's also a good point too. Could be inbreeding.
That's I don't know if we've revealed that yet, but yeah.
Yeah,
I will
so
not
yeah,
I will not explain.
I'm not gonna explain either. Everyone else
Yeah.
can figure it out.
Yeah, you can figure
But
it out. They got two pugs. The end. Now there's
and
four. Well, now there's
we
three. One
had
of them disappeared.
we yeah, we started with two pugs and we were ended up with three, but one of the original two is gone.
Yeah. He's a single father now, actually.
A
Poor
single
Flappy.
father who works two jobs, who loves his kids and never stops. No, literally,
He-
that was Flappy today. Usually, Flappy doesn't give a shit about the other dogs. Like he's just there.
He's like the
But
step up.
I genuinely think that he felt bad for Patrick today
My boy. My boy. What did I do to
because
your face?
when we took Patrick to the vet and we were getting him in the car, Flappy was screaming and crying like crazy, and he's never done that before. Me and my
Yeah.
stepdad were like, what the hell? He's never done that. And then when we got home, Flappy was the first one at the gate, and he was like begging to see Patrick.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And like those two always fight, like they're always going at it. But Flappy,
Yeah.
he was just like looking him over, like it genuinely looked like he felt bad for Patrick.
Oh man. Well, that's good. I guess they're finally reconciling, I suppose.
He probably witnessed it. Maybe that's why he's freaked out.
He fed him and he's like, "Here, I got you something special, my boy. It's just red and striped. He sounds like the Seinfeld. Here, eat it.
He fed him the bee on a silver platter.
Ikam bokam. Shit like that, Booga spin.
Well, also, actually, I found out something cool from the vet. So apparently, with dogs, even if they get stung in like a different part of their body, like in their leg or their butt or whatever,
Mhm.
their face will still be the first thing to swell up. So even
Yeah.
if they get stung in a completely different part of their body, their face will be the first thing to swell up.
Yeah. That's where the
So
ingestion point was.
So Patrick didn't even need to eat the bee or get stung in the face. He could have been stung on like his side and his face still would have swollen up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's another thing to
It's like
take.
if
So
it's like a
that's
food allergy.
yeah, so that's another thing to take into consideration when figuring out what the fuck happened to him.
God. I wonder what it was. Do you think we'll ever know? Do you
I'm
think he's gonna like bypass a little bee?
I'm genuinely curious what it was. Well, at the at the end of the day, at least we know like what to do. Just give him Benadryl.
Yeah. That's good. Hey, kind of works for me sometimes too. I'm allergic to wheat, so like, give me a little Benadryl
You're
sometimes.
you're allergic to everything it feels like.
I know, wheat, eggs for some reason. Fucking, it sucks, dude.
Watermelon,
Yeah,
bananas.
yeah, watermelon, bananas. Like, thankfully, like I'm not one of those fuckers who have like peanut or tree nut allergies. Like my one homie, Jason. Oh my god, I cannot fucking imagine like living like that. Cause, dude, like, like that. I remember that guy said he really liked Butterfingers. Like he got one of those like late blooming allergies to like peanuts and tree nuts. Like, and like he loved
Oh,
Butterfingers. And I'm like, I fucking love Butterfingers. Those shit's scrumptious. I feel like Bart Simpson.
dude, no, that's genuinely one of my nightmares. I become allergic to one of my favorite foods.
Yeah, shit sucks.
Did you did
I'm
you
kind of
ever
like that
see
with bell peppers
the
now.
really?
Oh yeah, it's a sort of okay. So they got to be cooked. Like I can eat them if they're cooked, but they can eat a little scratch in my mouth if I eat them raw.
Oh,
Pollen.
because it burns all the proteins.
Well, no, it's actually the pollen on the outside of it usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's what it is at least. But cooking it makes it okay. Strange.
Usually, yeah, usually when you have a case of like, oh, cooking it makes it not itch as much, it's usually like something about how like the cooking like undoes the proteins or whatever, so like the
Right.
allergen thing isn't in the food anymore.
Yeah. Interesting. That shit's
Did
crazy.
you
It's
ever
almost too good to be
did,
true.
did you ever see the allergy episode of Arthur with Binky?
I probably didn't. It probably scared the shit out of me.
Binky was one of those kids who got an allergy later on in
Oh,
life. So he was just at school one day and they found
yeah.
out that he's allergic to peanuts out of nowhere. And the whole episode was about him having to adjust to having like a life-threatening allergy, and he genuinely has nightmares about accidentally eating peanut butter.
That's horrifying. I honestly probably saw that. A lot of the, and while, for the record, if anyone is listening, I do, just for the safety and, privacy of our lives, we do change a lot of details in our life. And while I will not directly disclose what am I actually allergic to, those who know, you know. But if you don't, you can either, if you write me, I'd be happy to tell you this. But I'll go into it right now. Media with like allergies is a really, really, really weird fucking place because there's a weird stigma that's always still been around that food allergies are something more comedic than anything. Like, oh, you eat that peanut, oh, their face is gonna swell up and turn red. Like in the case of your dog, like he was fine. I don't think his throat was closing shut, but like if you have a
Yeah,
life-threatening
no.
allergy, like, and you don't get like your EpiPen shot, you will die. Like these foods can't kill you. And I live in that kind of fear a bit, like every day. Like I don't think about it all the time, but like, these things can actually kill me.
Did
And a
you
lot of
ever
media and people are like, "Oh, well, you're just a pussy if you got food allergies, and you should kill yourself." And, oh, pardon my French. You should kill yourself and end your gene pool, which is horrible to say, but like, it's
that's
a weird,
that's
it's a weird thing people have in their minds still.
that's straight up eugenics at that point.
Yeah, no, it's really messed up, and it's still a very comedic topic, even in cartoons and shit. It's just it's something that's seen more as a novel kind of thing. Like, oh, you're just gonna get a few hives and get a little itchy. No, no, you will die in some scenarios.
Vividly remembering that episode of Jessie where they threw pancakes at the kid with a gluten allergy.
No, that shit's fucked up. Like, like it might have been sort of funny in the context, but like that shit fucked up.
That still happens today. Florida man dirts fists with peanut butter and
Yeah,
punches neighbor with an
that
allergy.
that is actually like a Fallout fucking like poison damage.
If it's any
And dude,
consolation, a lot of Florida man headlines are fake, so that one was probably not
no, I
real.
could believe that. That's pretty fucking. You got to think hard about that one. Only a man,
It,
only a man who could dust his fist with peanut butter could get that headline. You can't make
the,
that shit
the,
up.
head, the headline is so good though because it introduces a new form of word like dirts. Like I've
Yeah,
only
like your
ever
weakness.
heard it in that context in the headline, never anywhere else.
Literally, if you think about it, it's kind of like a superhero weakness or a supervillain weakness. Oh, you're allergic to cashews, Lord Sinatron. Well, I, shit like
Has
that,
has has Lex Luthor ever made like Infinity Gauntlets made of kryptonite, and that's how he defeats Superman?
I wouldn't fucking doubt it. I'm pretty sure I saw this episode of like one of the things. He basically just shot a fucking bullet into his skull that like made him slightly dumb because there was just a fragment of kryptonite in his skull.
Oh, so they did the Homer Simpson with the crayon up his brain
Yeah, but
approach.
it was really fucked up too because like he was like, hey, I got a piece of kryptonite in my brain. So he walked into a fucking barber shop and he was like, hey, everyone, excuse me, I'm Superman, but I got a problem going on. Can you guys clear the floor real quick? Oh, except you, barber. Can you give me those scissors right there? So he fucking cut a little piece of his forehead and looked in the mirror and shot his heat vision and it bounced back and drilled a hole into his fucking skull so he could reach in with the scissors and yank it out.
Jesus Christ.
This was not even like an edgy episode. This was just like some cartoon episode.
Because I know Lex Luthor has weaponized kryptonite before, like he knows what it is, like you
Yeah.
said, but like has he ever taken it so far that he's willing to have like an old-fashioned melee fist fight with Superman where he just
I'll
has
look this up now.
gloves made of kryptonite?
Lex Luthor, kryptonite suit. Holy shit!
The kryptonite suit.
Oh, that's why he's always associated with green, because he's a fucking pussy. Here you go.
Yeah, he literally can't stand up to Superman unless he has kryptonite.
Kryptonite. God.
Okay,
Kryptonite
so
cancer.
okay, since we're on the topic of Superman, I am waiting for My Adventures with Superman to introduce Lex Luthor.
Dude, how the fuck are they gonna do it? It's just gonna be Jeff Bezos.
It's so weird because they've introduced characters from like other properties, like Slade Wilson from the Batman franchise is
What?
in My Adventures with Superman, but they
Isn't like
haven't
what the?
introduced. But
Oh man,
they've introduced him, but they haven't introduced Lex Luthor yet.
he's like the guy. They have like aliens and shit. They even got what's the fuck, the little alien.
I'm gonna admit, My Adventures with Superman was what taught me like the other Superman villains because I had no idea who Superman villains, like who his villains were
Superman,
until that
yeah.
show.
Superman is like such a fucking character that you just he's good on paper and he will be good on paper if you do him right.
It's not even that, it's just the case of his villains not being that well known. Like I had no idea who the Silver Banshee or Livewire was until My
What?
Adventures with Superman.
They go hard, but like fucking
Like
hell.
like name Superman villains other than Lex Luthor and Zod.
Like the one he has a black version of his suit and he lives in space and he came down to Earth in the movie. That one. And he fought and he threw him at a gas station. I swear to God, that's Zod.
That sounds like Zod, dude.
Hold on, let me Google it. God damn it, that's
Is there a
Zod.
dark?
That's fucking Zod.
Yeah, literally name anyone other than Lex Luthor and Zod.
Robin?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Robin and Superman fought at one
Nick
point.
Jones?
Jones?
Tracy? What's his last name?
Tracy Jones.
Oh, what the fuck what's Robin's full name? It's like Dick something.
Which Robin? There's multiple Robins.
One.
Dick Grayson. He's the first
yeah.
Robin. Okay, it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Damian something, and the one, and after that it's no. Shit, hang on. I used to remember all of the Robins by name.
Yeah, you got Dickie, Ricky, and Dawn.
Shut
And then Rick
up.
Harrison, and then you got Chumley, then you got Big Hoss, and then you got the old man. Remember that Pawn Stars edit we did on one of those episodes? If I could name the episode number there, that would be amazing. But one time I had to use the restroom on one of these previous episodes, and so I was like, Sophia, do something funny, and she played like the entire fucking like Pawn Stars intro or some shit, or she recited the whole thing, and I put the music in the background.
I recited the Pawn Stars intro, but I replaced the instances of Pawn Stars with our podcast.
Yeah, with the SquatchZone. That was good.
Okay, I looked at the list.
Dick. Hey, if you're listening right now, folks, hey, don't leave right now yet. Kiss, cuz. Don't leave right now. I don't know if our humor's turned you off yet, or if you just got, a little sleepy, if you're going to bed right now. But hey, we're still here. And we have feelings.
There's a real person behind the screen.
Despite us being in a podcast right now, we are real people. And we know where you're living right now. We know your living situation, and that's okay. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to put our podcast on the big screen. We want you to listen to us. And we want you to have a squatch-tastic fucking day. Anyways, back to your line.
Since when are we doing in-podcast plugins for the podcast?
Today.
It's like when it's like when you're watching a YouTube video and they just plug their merch
Want to
or their
break from my
Twitter
ads?
account.
And hey, if you guys, if you guys are also interested, we do have a Patreon where we you can get one piece of concept art every 2 years.
Shut the fuck up.
If you pay $5.99 a month, we can eat. They don't feed us down here. We're in the back rooms, by the way. Don't forget about that. It's been 2 months, but we're still down here. We got our Phantom Menace posters.
Anyway, I found out who all the Robins were. It's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake is the one I couldn't remember, Stephanie Brown, and then Damian Wayne.
Wayne? Like,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the only one who's actually Batman's kid.
Have you seen the Lego Batman movie?
No, but I know you've been telling me to watch it.
We should watch it sometime. I think you'd enjoy it. I think it has Dick in it.
I'm pretty sure it's Dick Grayson is that
Yeah.
Robin.
It's very funny. He's like, they're.
I'm pretty sure Dick Grayson was also the Robin in Teen Titans too. Which, if it is, that guy's been up to so much.
Seriously, yeah. Like, what about the other ones?
Jason Todd was the one who was killed off by fans.
That's right. That's right. They vote him off the island. So he
and
got
then
brutally
he became
fucking murdered.
Yeah, he became the Red Hood.
And then who became Nightwing?
Dick Grayson, the first Robin.
Damn.
So not only was Dick Grayson the first Robin, he was the Robin, I'm pretty sure, in Teen Titans. He was the Robin in the Lego Batman movie. And then after he retired the role of Robin, he became his own superhero named Nightwing. Like, holy crap.
This guy's been up to shit now. I wonder what he's doing right now.
Okay, so it's actually really weird what they've been doing with him in more recent Batman media. So they've been trying to give him Jason Todd's story, which is really weird.
Oh.
Because in Jason Todd's story, he got killed by the Joker, right? And after that, he was brought back to life by being thrown into the pits, which I'm pretty sure is like the same magic that gives Ra's al Ghul his power.
Pits. Yes, the Lazarus pit.
Yeah, the Lazarus pit. So that's why he comes back as like this murderous like villain, because it's the pit influencing him. And so that's his story. That's the Red Hood story. But for some reason, they're trying to say that Dick Grayson got thrown into the pit and that he's the one who ended up becoming a villain for some reason. It's really weird.
Interesting.
I don't think every piece of like new like live action Batman media does it, but there's been like a couple big shows where they've done that, and it's just like, why? They have their separate stories. You don't need to merge them into one Robin.
Yeah, we recognize these mergings. Don't just try and fucking make a remastered version. We know.
Like, if you wanted the pits, just bring in Jason Todd. He's right there.
Yeah. He's right fucking here. Bruh.
I'm not even a Batman fan, but that makes me mad for some reason.
Dude. Let's talk about Teen Titans Go. I don't like it that much.
Oh my god, my brother loves that show.
Oh. It's very meta these days from what I've seen.
But is it good?
I don't know. I haven't seen it since like season 1. And they played that shit in fucking super repeat. That shit sucked. I wanted to see shit like Craig of the Creek and Infinity. Oh, hold on. And that's been deleted by HBO Max. I'm not allowed to say that.
If you mention any of their deleted shows, they'll delete you.
Yeah. Throw me into the second layer of the backrooms.
As if we're not already there.
Mm-hmm. They'll throw us into the Goodwill fucking loading docks.
They'll throw us into the Goodwill by the pound bins.
No. Fucking no.
A fate worse than death.
Fate worse than death. The Goodwill by the pound on a fucking weekend. With high schoolers. Oh. They'll eat me alive. We gotta go to the Goodwill by the pound. That place fucking rocks. It's also
If you
terrifying.
were if you were an item at the Goodwill, what would you be?
I'd be a fucking crusty ass VHS tape in the fucking semi middle of a bin, but that's like super loved and sexy and handsome and like really fucking rare too, and also like fucking epic, and also probably gonna get thrown away in the fucking Goodwill trash can. What about you?
I think I I think I would be a copy of Wedding Crashers on DVD.
Dude, yeah. Oh my god. I went to the Cinnamon Shack today, and I collect VHS tapes. That's what I do. I'm Steven, and I also make custom VHS tapes too. Well, I was not able to look at the tapes today because some guy was smelling every single tape.
I hate when they do that.
He was just he was unsleeving them, just smelling that shit like a fucking hot dog. He was smelling it like a book. I had to leave, but I found a cool calculator and a Polaroid for $2.
For $2.
For two, well, the camera was $1.50 and the calculator is $1. So you know what? I think I made it out pretty well. Good. Have you ever had those like weird? The Goodwill like, has some stupidly expensive items sometimes.
Yeah.
Have you ever just found an item you're like, holy, whoa, hold on, did they fucking put the wrong tag on this?
Not exactly with price, but like I have found items there where I'm just like, how did this end up at Goodwill in the first place?
What kind?
S- you were there when I found it, I think. So I don't know if people still remember this, but I remember there were these piggy banks that were really popular where it was like a little cat in a cardboard box,
Oh my god,
and
yeah,
you put your coins on like a little plate, and the cat would come out and scoop the coins into the box with it.
yeah.
I remember those being really popular, and then I found one of those at Goodwill.
Yo, did you get it that day?
Yeah, I still have it.
Dude, that's
I
fucking
was
sweet.
I was so excited seeing it that I was just like, I need to have this.
I found a lot of those actually. Most of them are busted. Was yours working?
Yeah, mine was working. That's why I was so surprised. It was working in everything.
Fucking A, nice. Goodwill's a magical place. Dusty.
I I mean, and there's also Anarchy Doll.
My God. I'm sure we've told everyone a million times, but hey, since we got a few new viewers, hey,
How you doing?
how you doing? To the maybe one, maybe two subscribers. That's okay.
19.
Oh yeah, we might hit 20. But what the fuck was I talking about? Oh,
Uh,
Anarchy Doll. So Anarchy Doll.
yeah.
Back in high school when we were hanging out, we got out early. We got out like right after lunch, or like right after one of our last periods. And I'd be like, hey Sophia, let's go up to the fucking Goodwill. And this is around the time when like we started like to first really start hanging out again after a little hiatus. And I also had wheels. That was big. That was a game changer. Originally, you just had to fucking walk. So we went up there, and upon the many shelves and items, not only did we find a Furby and a lot of cool shit, we found this device. We found this apparatus even. It was what looked to be a homemade action figure crocheted felt doll of a man dressed in a full anarchy punk uniform. And it went
Like
insanely hard.
like straight up with like the mohawk, the leather vest and everything.
There was a great deal of effort that went into this one toy. We're pretty darn sure that it was homemade. We honestly cannot tell. It's a
It's
very,
definitely
very nice one.
it's definitely homemade. There's no other way.
God, yeah. It's very nice. Very, very nice. And Sophia brought it home that day, and it's been there ever since. Well, till this day, we still wonder the origin of it.
It's the crown jewel of my collection. As far as I know, this is the only one in existence.
You think you can Google Lens it? Maybe you'll find the dying owner who wants it back.
I'll post it on Reddit and see what people get me.
Like that one time I had that fucking who's that old man from X-Men, Magneto?
There's a lot of old men in X-Men.
Gonna make some people angry. Fassbender? Who the fuck is Fassbender? No, not Quentin
My
Tarantino.
Michael Fassbender.
No, Ian McKellen.
Oh, Ian McKellen.
Ian
Why does his
McKellen.
name sound?
I
Why does
found
his
this
name sound
old.
familiar?
I found this pin at the bottom of a bin at the Goodwill a long time ago. It was just this old man's face, and I still wear pins on my beanie, and I put it on my beanie. I think I had bad luck that day, so I took it off and I never wore it again. I stuck it on my my curtain that's right in front of me right now, where this
Wait,
man looks at me.
wait, Gandalf?
No fucking way.
There's no way.
Holy
It
shit.
was. You didn't recognize Gandalf?
Dude, like the pin was fucking ominous though. It was just a really up close face. And I posted that shit on Reddit. And I was like, hey, can you guys help me find this shit? And lo and behold, some fucker found it and it was a promotional image for X-Men. Hold on, let me find the fucking image. Because it was insane. Where was it? Hold on. Get up my back. How the fuck do I use Reddit? Sort by all top comments. Well, here we are. Yeah, here we go. And it was a promotional fucking image of him. And it was like the strangest ancient website. It was Sir Ian McKellen in X-Men 2000. It was this image. I will post this now. Insert. There.
Oh, it was that?
Yeah, but like, look at the fucking reference. Steven, post the pin in this thing right now. This was the pin.
I forgot this was your Reddit username.
Oh yeah. I haven't used Reddit probably honestly since that fucking post.
Okay, yeah, that pin is ominous. No wonder you couldn't recognize it was
Dude,
Gandalf.
it was like bad luck. It was scary. Oh man. Yeah, no.
I sometimes wonder if I just have someone's grandpa on my curtain.
Hey, oh yeah. I was wondering, I was like, oh, do I just have like some person's dead grandpa on my wall? No, it's Sir Ian McKellen. Is he alive?
Let me get the thing pad running. And
What's he doing these days?
yes, he's alive.
Oh, thank God. He's watching over me right now. That's his second pair
How
of
old?
eyes.
He's 84.
1,000 years old? Fuck.
1,000 years old.
80,000. He's the god of man. He built the pyramids with his beard.
He was born in 1939.
Dude, he was there for World War II.
Shortly before the outbreak of the Second World War in September
I love
1939.
how that was just a known fact right there.
Okay, so he was born on May of 1939, and the Second World War, well, depending on who you ask, it was in September 1939. He was literally born into the war.
Oh my God.
I think about that sometimes,
What a
like the
man.
thing where it's like wars have lasted long enough where people born and died during them.
Fuck. That's
Like
right.
they've never lived a life without war.
Have we lived? No.
And yeah, 9/11.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I was born a
Not,
month before. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
win.
we kinda ended that war, but at what cost?
Oh, now we got another war going on.
That's true. We
Yeah,
always have wars going on.
yeah. War never changes. Fallout.
I
Have you seen
mean,
that show yet? Very good show.
the Fallout show?
Yeah.
No, wait. Is that the one where like is there like a scene where like a guy just gets his leg shot off for like no reason?
Probably, yeah.
Because I feel like I saw a clip of that on Germa's channel, but I didn't know where it
I'm,
was from. But
I'm,
it looked
I'm pretty
vaguely
sure, yeah.
Fallout.
Oh,
It looked
yeah. Was it like exploded off?
Yeah, like there was like a
Yeah, that's
lady
it.
who said something like
Some old
this man
decrepit
paid
lady.
bottle caps for safe
Yes,
passage.
yes, yes. That's Fallout.
Yeah, it was like you know how the when videos are posted on the second Germa channel, they have like a
Yeah,
clip from like a show before it.
yeah.
That was one of the clips.
Oh my god, that's fucking good. That was a really fucking good episode too. And like it's so fucking funny because like that's exactly how it looks in Fallout, like the games. Like there's a perk called the Bloody Mess perk, and like it just makes body parts explode when you shoot them.
I was wondering because like I went through that clip frame by frame, and there's like a split second where the blood pack explodes before the leg actually
Oh my
explodes.
god! Can we get a? Oh, can we get a? Let me get a scripty. Let me get a
I
scripty.
might
Scripty.
I'm probably insane, but it genuinely looked like the blood exploded on accident too early, and you can
My
see the leg
god,
is still there intact.
that's fucking funny. And
I
maybe a
wonder
little
if
piece
they
of shrapnel.
I wonder if they did that on purpose to get that weird like dissociation.
Maybe. For some reason, Amazon shows go insane with the fucking gore. The boys.
The boy. when
Amazon shows
season
are
four
good.
coming when season 4 coming out, isn't it supposed to come out this year?
Please, for election year, please. Please, oh
It
please.
ends it ends right on election day.
Oh my god, that would go fucking insane. I'm excited for the next season. That show was really good.
I'm genuinely curious about what they're going to do for this one because last season they already had the
It got too real.
CIA. Is it what? No, what was it? Was it the CIA or the FBI that was manufacturing like meth in Nicaragua to sell to low income
Oh,
families in the United States?
yeah. Like, were they doing that, like, in the modern day, or did they reference the fact that, like, that actually happened with the fucking Reagan years?
Yeah, they were referencing the Reagan years, how they were
Uh,
manufacturing meth and using the money to send arms to was it Iran?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they were. It was a whole big reference to the Iran Contra affair.
God.
Okay, okay. So I have to ask: did you learn about the Iran Contra affair through that musical skit that American Dad did, or were you normal?
Was the Iran what was Iran known for again? It's late.
Um, I can't. Okay, so uh, I can't remember who the U.S. was supporting. I think it was Iran because I think the Contras were like it was one of the two. So one of them was being backed by the Soviets. So
Yeah.
the US was backing the ones who were going against the Soviets.
Gotcha. And correct me if I'm wrong. Was Iran associated with 9/11 at all? Because I know a lot of the whole thing with like Osama bin Laden was that like we were originally supplying weapons to them, and then I think we took that back, and they're like, all right, we're going 200 fold on you now.
So I think the US did that with Afghanistan and like
Yeah.
well see the whole reason that most of that stuff started was because most of the Middle East was divided between wanting to be communist and non-communist.
Yeah.
So the US was backing all of the counterintelligence groups that were opposing communism
Um,
and the Soviets at the same time.
mhm.
So what happened was after like the threat was over, no, when the Soviets backed out, the U.S. backed out their aid too, and that's why those groups turned against the U.S. because their money and all their
Oh,
weapons were basically refunded.
gotcha, gotcha. That's
But
fucking
like
crazy. So we learned about that from
but like
American Dad.
well, not the like not 9/11, but like there was a bit where they were talking about Ollie North and he was one of the big figures of the Iran Contra affair. He was basically the fall guy
Oh.
when like the whole truth came out to the public.
Mhm.
So he's like the most famous for taking most of the blame for the Iran-Contra affair. And there was like
Whoa.
we'll have to watch it when we end the episode. But yeah, basically it's like a pretty accurate retelling of the Iran-Contra affair in a musical from American Dad.
I like American Dad. It's like
I
a
like
slightly,
early
yeah.
I like early American Dad. I don't like the new ones so much.
Oh, I forgot they're still going.
It's still going. Oh, all of Seth MacFarlane's shows are still going.
How the fuck? They've already said it all. They already had the golden poop story.
And the motherfucker is voicing like 20 characters per show.
Yet he couldn't say a single line in the Fortnite collab fucking trailer for Peter Griffin.
He's already got to the point where he's using the Peter Griffin voice for other characters. He just used Peter Griffin for Ted.
That's right. That Boston accent. It's like fucking Justin Roiland with his fucking Morty voice. Oh.
It was so jarring when I found out that the Peter Griffin voice is just an actual accent that people have, that he didn't make that up for the show.
That's so fucking crazy. It's supposed to be Peterism.
It's so jarring as every Gen Z thinks that this is just the Peter Griffin voice. No, there are real people out there who are trying to live their lives who just have this voice.
You had that realization, and I had the realization that fucking at Texas Roadhouse, they don't throw peanuts on the fucking floor for decoration. It's just greedy and big and greedy people who eat the fucking peanuts and they fucking throw it on the floor like a bunch of fucking litter bugs.
Have you at that point, had you never watched a movie where like the events of the movie go to like a seedy bar and there's just gross old guys eating the nuts and throwing the shells on the floor because they're assholes?
I didn't see the throwing in the shells. Like, I assumed it was the same principle as like sawdust on the floor of some restaurants. Like a little aesthetic.
Where did you think they put the shells?
What? I don't know. They brought them in bags and they threw them all over the floor.
That's being too polite.
And then like they put them in their pocket and shit. And they, I don't know, played with them. They ate the shells. Fucking, I don't know, balls.
Steven, those are the same types of guys who will spit on the concrete when they're out in public.
Yeah. Spitters. I remember in PE we had to have a designated spitting spot.
Ew.
I know, it's fucking gross. Because those fuckers kept spitting.
Oh my god, was this during middle school?
It was during PE.
You just brought back a memory. I remember that there was a huge problem with people spitting around the school for some reason.
Yeah, we were a big spitting school. Apparently, we were spitting straight bullshit. We were spitting saliva.
Like teachers would have to address whole groups of students to stop spitting around campus.
Oh my god! Whoa, wait! I don't remember that. The spitdemic.
You just unlocked like a treasure trove of memories. I completely forgot about this.
Oh my god. Change fucking middle school was so fucking riddled with spit and bubble gum. Did you see the fucking floors of that school? Oh my god, they would literally have to power wash that shit off weekly.
Okay, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't doubt it happened. Like, I know it happened, but like, I never saw anyone spit. It literally, to me, was just like, to me, it was literally just these magical spit stains showed up out of nowhere, and I never saw anyone make them.
Glistening and bubbling in the sun.
It's like those hard candies that all grandmas have, or like you never buy them, they just show up one day.
Werther's. Oh. Gotta love those.
Bonbons.
But yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, bonbons. Good heavens, yeah, those, we had a big spit problem at our schools. A lot of spit. We need to bring back spittoons.
For those of you out there who went to middle school, did your campus have a spitting problem among the student body?
Hey, make sure to write that in the comments, and don't forget to spank that bell and hit that like button. But yeah, no. We had so much fucking spit. Yeah, that was one of our quirks, I just realized, of our school. Along with a bazillion other things. Middle school,
uh,
no one likes middle school. And if you
I think
do,
I think I liked high school more than I liked middle school, if I'm being honest.
I fucking love high school. High school was awesome. I had a
Cause like
blast.
for some reason, when you say that like you like high school, people always jump down your throat saying like,
Yeah, they're like,
"Well, if you like high school, you were probably a bully or whatever." Like,
yeah,
where
you
did
probably
that
think
come
no.
from?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. I just say you had fun in high school. I had a blast. I had like all of my best friends in there. I had classes that I liked. It was decently easy. It was pretty damn good.
dude. Like, aside from my event that happened last year, I genuinely think my transition from elementary to middle school were some of the worst years of my life, if I'm being honest. And
No, I
like,
understand.
I
Yeah, that shit was
and like
suck ass.
and then I didn't stabilize until I went to high school, as ass backwards as that sounds.
No, dude, that's fair. That is fucking fair. Middle school fucked me up so bad. That shit like ripped my little innocence right out.
Maybe I
Saw
wonder if it's
people
because of the
kissing. Scared the shit out
I
of me.
wonder I wonder if it's because of the type of middle school we went to. Is it the middle school or is this just like
It's not
how
the
it's
middle
been?
school. It's not the type of middle school we went to. I have asked so many people, and it's basically unanimous that middle school sucks ass.
Do you think it's like one of those things where like so like you know how like the milestones for kids are changing, like it's always been changing?
Yeah,
Is so like in the past it was usually high school that were the worst years of your life. Is it getting pushed back farther to where middle school is the worst years of our life now?
I think so. And it's all because of Diary of a fucking Wimpy Kid. All right, I rest my case.
Jesus. Oh my god, dude. I was at this like family brother and there was not one diary of a peaky book there.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
I was just like with my brother and there was not a single diary of a wimpy kid book
Oh,
there.
was there at least a Guinness World Records 2024?
I did not see one.
The world is fucking dying, and we're
But
doing
but
nothing.
but you know what they did have?
Cheat code?
The chocolate scented calculator.
You're fucking with me. No way.
I was
That
so
was
surprised when I saw it
that.
there.
You know what? That makes up for that. That makes up for it.
No, no, no. Guess how much it cost?
$8.
Yes.
So I bought
Eight
one.
$8.18.
I remember that very explicitly. I smelled that shit. I sucked all the flavor out of that shit.
Honestly, I think the only book I vaguely recognized there was Dogman because that's the same author who did Captain Underpants.
Yeah, Dave Pilkey, my man.
Yeah, our hero aside from Jeff Kinney.
God, that guy's made so many fucking different books for kids.
Who
I
Dave Pilkey?
yeah, Dave Pilkey. You know, a lot of kids grew up on
The
Dog Man. I grew up with Captain Underpants, but let me find the name of it because I'm pretty sure this book got banned or discontinued. But it was by Dave
Gen Z.
Pilkey.
Gen Z grew up on Captain Underpants. Gen Alpha is being raised on Dogman.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, it's number two New York Times bestseller. Yeah, it was called The Adventures of Ook and Gluck, Kung Fu Cavemen from the Future. That book was fucking. I love that book, but it's according to the internet, it was banned, and it has been halted production by for the book's passive racism.
What? Huh?
Yeah, I think it
What?
had some stereotypes in it.
What? Dave Pilkey
Yeah,
being racist? What?
I don't, I, I'm so fucking fuzzy on the book, but
Okay, so was it like a
I'm
case
gonna
of
read, I'm gonna read the fucking the description. The story follows best friends Ook and Gluck, who learn Kung Fu from Master Wong in the year 2022 AD. They use their newfound skills to stop predatory corporation from exploiting prehistoric world's natural resources. And it faced criticism for its portrayal of Asian characters, including the use of dashed eyes and depiction of Master Wong's racial stereotypes.
Oh no. Okay, so like was it a case of them like intentionally being offensive, or was it just like,
No, it
oh,
was it was kid fun. It was
they
accident, is
accidentally
what I could tell.
uh like you'd be surprised at how often the case is where like they're not trying to be malicious, but they're just dumbasses.
Yeah, Dave Pilkey. Well, he's
Okay,
doing good now, but like, you
okay,
know,
Steven. If I look up the art for this book, am I gonna see dash eyes and buck teeth?
uh, I don't think so.
What's the name of this book again?
The Adventures of Ook and Gluck, Kung Fu
I think.
Cavemen from the Future.
Oh wait, I remember these guys.
Yeah, they only had one fucking book.
Wait, I read this book. I don't remember any. I don't remember Master Wong.
Me neither, but apparently that's what they banned it for.
Wait, I remember
Also,
loving this.
apparently,
I
dude, I fucking
remember
love the shit out
loving
of that
this
book
book.
because it was canon to like Captain Underpants. It was a book written by George and Harold.
Ugh.
It was a comic the kids wrote. That's fucking genius.
Okay, so I think that's what's happening with the current iteration of Dave Pilkey books. I think the idea is that these new books that Gen Alpha are reading, they're supposed to be the comics that George and Harold are writing.
That's sick. I
So
like that.
So Dave took a step back from being the author and he's like, you know what? George and Harold wrote these books, not me, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm actually just the publisher.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember going to the bookstore with my dad and buying this book.
Ook and Glug.
Yes.
I have a story around this book.
Oh my
It's so
god.
fucking embarrassing. And I'll finish it up, and then we gotta go to sleepy time because I got a film festival or something tomorrow. You
Uh,
can book them. And if you do want to come, I think our friend JA is offering rides.
I'm hoping because I don't know what we have planned for tomorrow because my mom isn't here.
Oh shoot. Oh, hey, keep us posted. Anyways, when I was a little kid, there was a special promotion for cereal, and there was a crossover and collaboration with SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, of course, me being me, the toy collector that I am, I fucking wanted these toys. Not just one, I wanted a very specific one. I wanted SpongeBob playing with a sandcastle. It was all beach themed, by the way, for the
Oh,
summer event.
was that the commercial you posted on your story earlier?
Was it? Oh no, that's a different one. That's for the Burger King collaboration with the cowboy episode of SpongeBob. But I do have
Oh.
a story for that too. Anyways, I really wanted this fucking specific SpongeBob toy. I literally had one of those moments like a cartoon would be like, I gotta get that toy from the cereal box, and I'm not gonna stop. I went and we basically over the course of 2 weeks got like 8 fucking boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I'm pretty sure I got like 6 duplicates. Sophia,
So,
I was such a
so
fucking deranged, desperate little shit that I'm dead serious. I tried to return a box to Target because I didn't get the one I wanted. I tried to return a box of cereal. Of
so
course,
what
I
you're
said no.
saying is so what you're saying is that this has always been the case with you, as we've seen with the McNuggy Buddies revival.
Yeah, I either have the best luck with like mystery boxes or I get 6 duplicates.
That's
No
why
more,
I
no
hate
less.
mystery. That's why I hate mystery boxes. Just let me buy the thing I want.
I know, right? Let me be happy.
What did you get? Like, wait, what did you get? Like 6 Don Bernices in a row?
Yeah, I got fucking 5 Don Bernices. So
I think
fucking mad.
I think we can pinpoint that exact moment is when you figured out that you didn't like McDonald's food anymore.
Wait, what's up?
We can pinpoint that exact moment as you finding out that you didn't like McDonald's food
I didn't
anymore.
like McDonald's even before I started eating those McNugget buddies. I literally forced myself to eat McDonald's just so I could get those toys.
You bought Happy Meals for our friends just because you wanted the toy,
And I got 5 fucking duplicates.
and you burned one.
I burnt one out of anger on 4th of July. Anyways, we're going very off topic. I have a bad luck with duplicates and mystery surprises. So, anyways, after trying to return and failing at returning a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we were going around Target and we found the book section. Of course, I picked up Ook and Gluck, and I was fucking mesmerized. I loved Captain Underpants. I even made my own fan fiction of that shit. Sort of. It was my it was like my own AU. I had some characters from the series in it. Anyways, I was obsessed. I was fucking reading the hell out of this book while we were walking around Target. And I was like, "Oh, Dad, please, I want this book, please, for the love of God, I need this book. I need Ook and Gluck, please, please, the caveman from the future, Dad. You like karate, please, please, for the love of God, please, I need this book, please, Dad, please, Dad, you're a black belt, please, 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 oh, please, oh my God, please, Dad, I'm gonna fucking die, please, 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 I need this."
Well, you were already finished with the book.
Well, he was like, "Okay, we can get you this book." So I pitched in half, and it was $8. And we got the book, and I fucking finished it before I hit my bed. I finished the whole fucking book by the time I laid down in bed, and I was like, "Oh, it's my $8."
The high wore off.
Well, I finished the fucking book. What do you want me to do? Read it again?
Wait, so was it $8 for your half or $8 for the book total?
Total, I paid $4.
Oh, it's not okay. That's not that bad. I was gonna be like, what? What
Well,
Dave
eight
Pilkey
dollars to
book
little
is
Stevie. $8 to little old Stevie Bear was a lot.
$16?
Well, $8 is a lot to me. I
But
remember
you paid
saving up.
$4.
Yeah. Well, $4 is still a lot to me. I could buy like 2 Lego minifigures at the time.
They can buy
I,
2 Pogs.
2 Pogs. Oh my God. Yeah. One time I tried to ask a girl out through a Pog. I won't tell you guys that story.
Ah.
We'll have to wait until another day. Hey, everyone, viewers in the comments, Sophia, right now, make sure to vote right now. Just if you want to hear the story of how I would try to ask out a girl through a Pog.
Stop with these in-podcast plugins.
They're fucking stupid. Help us. Help us. Hey, we know you're out there. If you're listening, please, for the fucking love of God, help us.
It's not like we're making money off of this. We don't use money in the back rooms.
Yeah, we have 58 Phantom Menace posters. Brand new.
We get by on a system of trading and bartering.
Yeah. I eat algae. Yeah, no. Yeah. Anyways, I found that SpongeBob toy at the Goodwill 5 years later, and the end. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to this episode of the Squatch Zone. We very much appreciate you coming out, and for if the new viewers, if you made it this far to the end, we hope you stick around. Any last words, Sophia?
Bye bye.